So in other news, I touched on it a little bit before. Charlotte Flair's out for 9 months, you guys. She tore her MCL, ACL, and meniscus and PCL. Like she tore all three or four fucking ligaments in there, in her leg. And apparently she like strained her neck as well on that fall. So there's no heat or anything. Two of the best in the world going at it. Shit's gonna happen. But when Charlotte, if you guys didn't see it, sorry, Asuka and Charlotte during the commercial break went for like a superplex on SmackDown, and they sort of just botched, tumbled, and Charlotte really fucked her leg up. Now, that's awful because she's out for like 9 months, 9 or so months. So WrestleMania is off the table for her. And excuse me, on top of that, uh, if we're going to do that four horsewoman thing, that's out the window. So I just say you do the tag thing with Bailey and Monet versus like the Kabuki Warriors or just whoever has the tag belts, right? But yeah, dude, I feel awful for her. And when she fell, she was crying, and people were like, "Oh, that looks like it hurts," but not beyond that, dude. Her face looked very emotional, as like, "Oh, I fucked up, and I'm fucked now." Like there goes Mania, there goes this angle we're cooking, there goes everything. Now at least a Flair and a fucking Rhodes got to win at War Games on the same night. But god damn it, man, just I feel so bad for her, and she just came back too. And so it's just awful. And speaking of injuries, Wes Lee is out for a long time as well. He's out for at least 12 months. He hurt his back. He came out on NXT after he earned the title shot at the North American title at Deadline. Wes Lee came out on like a fucking crutch, and he's like, I'm out. I'm out. He was like very emotional too, like distraught, and people thought it was a work. But he's like, yeah, like I hurt my back. Like I'm done. I'm toast. And so he is going to, as someone, who's had back, I believe people say chiropractors are bullshit. I call bullshit on that because just my own personal, I'm not going to get into it all, but yeah, man, I hope he's okay. A lot of time people are like, why is he on a crutch? Because your lower back, that affects your hips. What is that shit called? Sciatica, and all that shoots down your leg and maybe your arms, and you can't feel shit, and it's awful. And hopefully his nerves are all good. He's got HBK in his corner, another famous sufferer of a back injury, famously. Getting hydrated, folks. Sorry for the dead air. Got to get your water in. So yeah, shout out Wes Lee, man. He might be gone for a long time, and it's awful. Back injuries are hard to bounce back from, but he was serious. Everyone thought it was a work, but no. Turns out it was a shoot, and then we got to replace him. Dragon Lee faced Dominic Mysterio at Deadline for the NXT North American Championship. And what happened was Dominic Mysterio dropped the goddamn belt. Now, Dominic Mysterio's wrestling CM Punk at the New York MSG house show. And that's a huge man what a great first match for Punk to come back in, get a win. And they're doing it on a house show. Like they're just milking his motherfucking TV match, dude. Good for them. But yeah, Dom lost the belt to Dragon Lee, which is weird because Santos on SmackDown just beat Dragon Lee in the U.S. title tournament, beat him pretty handedly too. So pardon me, getting hydrated. I don't know where they're going with all this, but maybe Dom and Santos kind of team up eventually too. Who knows? But shout those guys out, man. I hope they get better.